What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Pig Usama, resident pro gamer, and today I wanted to try something a little different. I got caught by surprise by an incredibly bad take on Twitter, and it's very pertinent to my subject matter, so I thought maybe you'd all enjoy my thoughts. Maybe we could have a discussion on this. So, Alex Hutchinson, the creative director of Google Stadia, sent out this tweet today saying streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they use music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as publishers decide to enforce this. This, for those who don't know, has to do with news yesterday where a lot of DMCA claims went out against a bunch of Twitch streamers, pretty much every Twitch streamer, for any music they'd use. So now the new protocol is don't use live music on Twitch. That's the long and short of that. Don't use licensed music on Twitch. There's plenty of free, royalty-free sites now. Do that. Now, Alex continued, the real truth is the streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games they stream. They should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use. Now, going to Alex Hutchinson of Google Stadia's profile, we see that he is indeed the creative director of Google Stadia, considered by pretty much everyone to be an absolute abysmal failure. From Alex Hutchinson of Google Stadia's credentials, we can see he doesn't really know the gaming market. He's the kind of person who honestly thought gamers would want to play at 100 millisecond plus ping by default. He's the kind of guy who thought he could charge gamers for a subscription service and then have them buy the games as well. He's the kind of guy who probably supports the increase of game prices to $70, even though it's been shown time and time again that free-to-play is going to bring you the money. But beyond that, it seems like Alex Hutchinson just doesn't understand gamers and streamers in general. Alex Hutchinson is the perfect match for Google, actually, because Google is the kind of company that really doesn't create anything themselves. They haven't created anything truly successful outside of their Google search. Mostly they buy and consume things and use those to fuel their further success. Alex Hutchinson's the kind of guy who's coming into a creator space. Streaming and YouTube and all that, it's purely community driven. That's something that individual people created together. Alex is the kind of person who thinks he can own the community. Just like how Google moved into YouTube and started censoring it, removing channels, forcing ads, and all these other things, changing the algorithms so that now the only people that really trend are actual television shows, late night hosts and such. Alex is the kind of person who thinks he can move in to streaming and gaming and control the streamers and the gamers. Music has always been a very gross industry when it comes to rights. Most artists don't even own the rights to their songs. People think they're sticking up for artist rights, they're sticking up for producer rights in these instances. But personally, I feel art is always a community endeavor. It's person to person. And let's take the music as an example. Though some people would play some high tier artists that everyone knows, most music that people are going to play isn't going to be known by the general public. You don't know about an artist until someone tells you about an artist. That's the concept of sharing. That's the concept of community. But it seems like that is mostly lost on people like Alex Hutchinson. The fact that you don't know about something until you know about something. Let's take Among Us as a very recent example. Before that, Fall Guys. Games that had already existed for quite a time. Had already had, their heyday. And then suddenly some creators find them. They start having fun with them. Among Us becomes the biggest thing on YouTube. On Twitch. Same thing for Fall Guys. Becomes the biggest thing on Twitch and YouTube for its time. These are games that were essentially dead. Games that weren't making money anymore. So I don't know what Alex Hutchinson really is talking about here. I think he's just completely out of his head. He doesn't really know gamers. Probably not too much of a gamer himself. But I really think he's the perfect fit for Google. Anyway, we're going to keep it short. Thank y'all for listening. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on this subject. I really want to know. I want to get more community discussion on my YouTube. I want to get you guys involved. And if you enjoy this, I'd like to do more like this. I have a lot of opinions on this stuff. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace and love.